Hello and welcome to another one of our video communications. The Sailing Committee thought it would be a good idea to give you, every member, an update of where we are since we've restarted racing. So we're down here on a Wednesday night, and as you can see we have a lot of sailors looking forward to the first of the two pursuit races that will be held this evening. The reason that we as a sailing committee chose pursuit racing was it minimises the number of people congregating at the starts, and each fleet starts off at their own time. This has proved to be a very successful way of getting people back on the water and back racing. So I'm the officer of the day for tonight's racing, and as you can see we have decluttered the race room and we have just me on duty. And thanks to Malcolm Fryer, his wonderful invention, the Fryer, the automated pursuit start system, is really helping us to... That's my reminder that we're about to change to another time. And this has really helped us to reduce the number of people in the race office at any one time. As you can see, the pursuit start system shows both the whole minute and the half minute, and will hoot automatically on the next 4 minutes. It's nice to see that social distancing, that all members have taken it seriously, and we've seen a lot of common sense on the water, getting to the start line and off the water. Another introduction was to ensure that we either have one safety boat with 2 people in it from the same household or the same social bubble, or 2 safety boats but each being driven by a competent driver with a powerboat level 2 certificate. To minimise the pinch points, we've moved the course board, and that stops people from potentially clashing at the entrance of the door. We now have a one-way system. As you can see, we have the COVID signs up. The one-way system is clearly highlighted. The disabled toilet is for disabled people and men, and we have opened up the ladies' changing rooms as well for the use of the toilets only. And currently the men's changing rooms and toilets have been fenced off. The one-way system continues upstairs, and if we do have some bad weather, we're allowing people to use the facility. As you see, the facility, we again have decluttered it to give everyone the opportunity to socially distance if we encounter wet weather or cold weather. And the one-way system continues out the top door. And this has been adhered to excellently by all of our members. However, we still have some areas for further consideration, and one of those is to look at how fleets can distance themselves more at the start of a pursuit race. It is clear that all members have been acting sensibly when leaving and returning to the jetties or the beach, as well as on the water. However, if we take tonight as an example, we had 15 boats on the water, and just prior to the Comet starting, 15 boats were near the start line. So as an improvement, it would be better if fleets did not enter the starting zone until at least 2 minutes before their start. So in tonight's example, we would have only had 6 comets in the starting zone and the rest of the pursuit fleet keeping a good distance from that zone. The second area for consideration is how we can further utilise our clubhouse facilities. Since our last communication, the government have announced further lifting of the restrictions with respect to gyms and swimming pools. So this potentially allows us to consider how we could further open the clubhouse changing rooms. We also have the opportunity to learn from these clubs on how they've done it as well. So this Friday, the CV Action Group will be meeting to discuss options and hopefully a sensible way forward for our club. The third area for consideration and improvement is the adherence to the one-way system. So by opening the downstairs clubhouse for the disabled and men's toilets and then also for the ladies' toilets, we did put a one-way system in. However, we have seen a relatively poor adherence to this. This is mainly due to the light level of usage of the facilities. So people, I think, have been cognizant of social distancing and have applied some common sense to exiting the one-way system the wrong way. However, if we are to open up more of the downstairs facilities, we need to be confident that the one-way system is adhered to. The final area for consideration is the way forward for double-handed boats. Other than people from the same household or support bubble, we have many sailors desperate to start racing again at the club. The RYA guidelines, which was last updated on the 15th of July, say that it is the responsibilities of the members concerned to ensure they adhere to social distancing measures when sailing together. Clubs should encourage safe sailing, but are not responsible for enforcing social distancing measures between members on the water when sailing together in the same boat. Therefore, when it comes to sailing double-handers, members will have to make their own decisions on whether they can sail their dinghy, maintaining adequate social distancing. However, the current guidelines, which is to maintain a 2 metre social distance, would almost be impossible for 2 people from different households to sail the types of dinghies that we sail on the Flash. And the only practical mitigation for a 1 metre rule on a double-hander is a face mask. However, expert medical advice suggests that face coverings for prolonged use in a wet environment and that are regularly adjusted during physical activity do little to mitigate risk to sailors. And actually, it's the duration of the activity or positioning in the water or the slipstream effect that are more important factors when it comes to safe sailing. So as a club, it is still our advice that unless you are from a single household or support bubble, that we cannot ensure safe sailing from people with different households to sail in a double-handed dinghy. However, we do hope that in future government announcements, and the next one is due this week, and subsequent guidelines from the RYA, that this may change, hopefully before the end of summer.
So, with everything considered, it's been an excellent start to racing here at the Flash. All members, we've got to thank all members for their approach to restarting, and also all racing on both Wednesday and a Sunday has proved to be highly popular. Hopefully this communication video tells you some of the things that have been positive about what we've done, and still some areas of concern that we still need to look at and address. But who knows, on the 25th of July, when the government make their next announcement around potential easing of lockdown of the UK, especially in England, we might find that that might help us even more to get more people racing and maybe open up our club facilities more than we are doing at the moment. So from me, I better get back to the OOD box because the Friar is now telling me that the race is coming to an end. Goodbye.